do this thing.
Let's do this thing. Bao and Numi are soldiers, bored out of their mind. Bao plans a little mischief to pass the time.
There's one thing the recruiters failed to mention when you join the army. Being a soldier can be boring. You spend a whole lot of time just sitting around, doing nothing, counting the hours until final formation. Basic combat training was a breeze for Numi. She kept her head down, kept her mouth shut. She had fun. It was even exciting at times. When she shipped home to her permanent duty station, all of the excitement faded into mundane boredom.
POG, in military slang, stood for person other than grunt. It was a term of endearment, sometimes an insult, but they were the backbone of any fighting force. Infantry can't do their jobs without food, without gear, without support, planning, and infrastructure. Numi was assigned to the Signal Corps. Her unit stayed stateside and handled satellite communications traffic. There wasn't much glamour, but it allowed Numi to stay close to home, so she could visit her family and friends whenever she wasn't on the clock.
Damn, they did their research.
Damn.
This is like...
God damn.
Numi's MOS, her job in the army, was logistics specialist. That's a little generous, huh? Pushing papers and keeping stock of inventory. Her domain was a dusty warehouse full of sectioned off cages, each loosely filled with random junk she tried to keep in order. Uniforms, office supplies, gas masks. Everything the base needed or couldn't get the paperwork to get rid of was stored in this supply warehouse. The work was dull and repetitive, but at least it was quiet. That was until Bao transferred into her unit.
I'm bored. Bao whined. Bao had the same MOS as Numi, logistics. The unit had an open slot. The transfer was supposed to lighten Numi's workload, but training the new girl was still keeping her books balanced. While keeping her books balanced was more than Numi could handle. Bao quickly became a bad influence, dragging Numi into childish mischief to pass the time. If they put an even decent effort, they could usually get their daily jobs done before lunchtime rolled around, sometimes hours earlier. But they couldn't go home until everyone else got to go home too. It was a trade-off. Drag the work out to last all day long, or get it done quickly and be bored the rest of the day.
This is kind of accurate so far.
That's true, that's true.
You always drag me into shit.
I do be putting her into shit.
I don't know how I'm alive.
That's so true.
Crazy. Bao whined, hissed throughout the tiny little office.
Come on! Let's sneak off base and go get coffee or something. They won't miss us. They don't need us. Nobody even passes through here anymore. I'm bored.
This shit does sound like Bao. Oh my god.
It wasn't against the rules to go off base. And as long as their tasks were completed by the end of the day, it wasn't really a big deal. You wouldn't be able to spend hours at a time, day after day, sneaking out. That would be problematic. But an occasional quick trip, no one ever really gave a damn.
No. Numi sighed. It was too early for Bao's bullshit.
Come on, Bao whined. Let's at least walk down to the chow hall or something. I need to stretch my legs.
Numi made sure to close... Oh, sure, the office door was closed behind them. There were no keys to keep track of. Most doors could be opened with the keypad code. Numi turned the place card around, telling people that they'd be back shortly, then headed out into the daylight.
Slow down, Bao whined. It's too early for me to be breaking a sweat. I just got my hair done.
Shut up, Bob! Numi took... You know your hair is out of regulations.
What the fuck? Don't call me that! Bao growled. Num-nums.
Grrr. They put on a straight... I need more alcohol for this shit, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna take another drink.
I'm fucking cringing.
Cring. They put on a straight face and saluted at an unfamiliar second lieutenant. He must have just gotten out of the officer's candidate school. His uniform looked fresh and mint. He smiled as they passed.
Morning, ladies.
Both girls were specialists, sham shields, part of the E4 mafia. It meant that they had been long enough to not really care anymore, but they knew enough to stay out of trouble. Higher paid ranks had real responsibilities. Privates, fresh out of basic, still had that hoo-ah army mindset and put in more effort than necessary. Specialists knew how to stay hidden, how to stay out of trouble.
When they were out of earshot, Bao snarked.
Freaking butter bars, walking around like they own the place. Oh! Mishygienist trash.
Let's get some coffee in you, Numi sighed, before you get us into trouble.
Trouble? Bao laughed. When have I ever gotten us into trouble?
Memories echoed in Numi's brain. True.
Why are we LARPing?
Scenes flickered like old films in her head. Flashes of them getting yelled at, doing push-ups, more yelling, counseling statements, and even more push-ups. All the fucking time.
Bao put on her sweetest puppy dog eyes. But you still love me, don't you?
Numi rolled her eyes. I tolerate you. Isn't that enough?
How long is this? Oh my god.
Keep going, come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Bao seemed pleased. She started skipping, her combat boots scuffing the concrete below. They reached the little mess hall that had been standing since... Well, I don't want to get too into specifics. It was an old wooden building. Rumor had it that it was bomb-proof from the decades of layered-on paint. The insides were semi-modern, semi-cheap, lowest bidder furnishing and off-brand vending machines. Bao fumbled a few crumpled dollars into the worn-out slot and bought them some cold blended coffee drinks. Numi didn't care for the flavor, but was eager for a caffeine buzz.
Bao cracked open her drink, posted up on the wall, and pulled out her phone. God, she's sexy. A few high-ranking officers passed by. Bao made simple chit-chat. She knew how to look like she belonged. Nobody questioned you if you were relaxed, even if you were just standing around doing nothing. If you looked nervous, someone with a stick up their butt might lecture you on work ethic. Numi wished she had Bao's people skills.
Ugh. Numi chugged her drink and tossed it in the... Ready to get back to her office. Bao had only taken a few sips and was still typing on her phone. Bao smiled, almost mischievously, then gritted her jaw tight. She hit another button on her phone, then let out a slow gritted sigh, like she had just stubbed her toe. But there was still a smile on her face.
Are you on something? Numi whispered. You know they drug test us all the time, right?
What's happening? It's not about what I'm on, Bao whispered through her teeth. It's more about what's in... What the fuck is happening?
Oh my god, wait.
What does this mean? It's more about what's inside me. This coffee sure perks you up, right? Nice and perky.
The hell are you talking about? Numi whispered quickly.
I don't want to read that! I don't want to read it! Please don't make me! What's happening? What's happening? I fucking hate you, bitch! Why me? Why me?
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I can't do it.
I need water. I'm drinking.
Oh my god.
Loose lips sink ships, little num-nums. Bao was shivering under her breath. Some secrets don't need to be told.
Oh god. I need more. Oh, I need more alcohol. This is too much. They walked back to the supply warehouse. Bao was humming out a whimper.
I didn't pick this shit, by the way. Numi
Her voice
did.
wavered.
Numi
She
did.
missed steps. Numi was sure Bao was on or up to something. They finished the last bit of work on their daily printout, verifying a few high-value items in their inventory. It wasn't even lunchtime. Bao pulled out her phone again. Numi hung her head on the desk and tried to take a nap.
What the fuck? Why do I have to have the action paragraphs?
Oh my god, Bao.
I want to die. I can't. I'm so okay. There was a faint buzzing sound somewhere in the room, and it tickled Numi's ear. She looked around, but only saw Bao fidgeting in her seat, biting her lips softly. There was a knock at the door. Bao bit down hard in surprise, dark red marks on her lip.
Relax. The voice entered the room. Put a great day, put a to enjoy some ham. Put a great day, put a to enjoy some ham. Bitty swag.